Rhodes Show. Turn up your mind.
On the brink of a possible criminal indictment by a Manhattan grand jury, former President Donald Trump remaining defiant, weighing in overnight on Truth Social.
Our enemies are desperate to stop us because they know that we are the only ones who can stop them.
In a new video, lashing out at Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, now wrapping up his investigation of Mr. Trump's alleged effort to keep an extramarital affair a secret by paying hush money to adult film actress Stormy Daniels.
I'm the only thing standing between the American dream and total anarchy, madness, and chaos.
Grand jurors have heard testimony from former Trump fixer turned fierce Trump critic Michael Cohen, alleging Mr. Trump gave him $130,000 in 2016 to buy Daniels' silence. The former president has denied any wrongdoing. On Monday, a new witness, Cohen's former legal advisor Robert Costello, was asked to testify at the request of Mr. Trump's legal team, blasting Cohen's credibility.
If they want to go after Donald Trump and they have solid evidence, so be it. But Michael Cohen is far from solid evidence.
Cohen's response?
The district attorney has the documentation in order to validate every single statement that I've made.
Right. This isn't about Michael Cohen's credibility. Obviously, Michael Cohen is a convicted, perjurer, a tax cheat, and everything else. I mean, he obviously got sentenced to, the federal pen at Otisville, New York, right? But if there's no way that a prosecutor would base a case, any case, especially against a former president of the United States, based on Michael Cohen's say-so. No, there's a check. There's lots of checks. I mean, the idea that, in case anybody forgot what happened, Michael Cohen, I believe, took a home loan, a HELOC loan, out for $130,000 and paid Stormy Daniels, and then went to Donald Trump and asked to be reimbursed. And because he had to pay tax on that money that he took out, he asked for Donald Trump to make up the difference, to pay him the value of the loan with the tax and everything else. And Donald Trump ended up, reimbursing Michael Cohen. I think he gave him $400,000 and some odd to make Michael Cohen what they call whole after Michael Cohen paid off Stormy Daniels. Now, if Donald Trump didn't want to pay Stormy Daniels and the whole thing now with Mr. Costello, who is Rudy Giuliani's attorney, is that, oh no, Michael Cohen took out this loan and he did it on his own. And then why did Donald Trump reimburse him? You see, that's where your whole freaking story falls apart. But I will tell you this. If New York is going to charge Donald Trump with anything, and it's just that, we're in trouble. You understand that? They're saying, well, this is just the entry level. Maybe. Listen, Georgia, we got him on tape, obviously trying to rig an election. In Georgia, you have him having unauthorized people take hold of voting machines. In Georgia, you have Donald Trump extorting, people. In Georgia, you have Donald Trump, creating slates of fake electors. In Georgia, you have Rudy Giuliani lying to the state legislature, telling the state legislature that the election was rigged and that they have proof. Right? Then you can't do that. Those are all crimes. You can't lie to a congressional, body. You can't lie to a state legislature. Can't lie to the House of Representatives. So, Georgia, obviously there's a ton of crap. And there's no doubt in my mind that Donald Trump will be indicted in Georgia one day. But I don't know that day will be soon enough for it to go to trial before Donald Trump gets the Republican nomination to be, their presidential candidate. In fact, I'm pretty sure that there's not going to be enough time for any of the other criminal activities that are being looked at and charged. I don't think Jack Smith is going to have a case that goes to trial on the documents, on the, lying, and the attorneys who are now up to here in, losing their law licenses and fines and perjury and everything else, when they said they did a diligent search of Magalocco, and they found no documents in Magalocco that were responsive to the government's subpoena for documents Donald Trump stole on his way out the door. And that went on for 8 months. And, then you've got, what's her name, Christina Bopp, who is saying, oh, well, I didn't do the due diligence. This other guy, Corcoran, he did the due diligence. I was just saying that he said he did it and signing off on what he told me. I mean, it's unbelievable. Rudy Giuliani is literally on, Cameo saying, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Seriously. Everyone is losing their minds in Camp Trump. Everyone. Because every single lawyer. So nobody can figure out why this guy yesterday, Costello, who is Rudy Giuliani's attorney, went to testify in front of the New York grand jury to tell them Michael Cohen is a liar. Michael Cohen is a convicted perjurer. As if they don't know that. Of course they know who Michael Cohen is. And the evidence, Michael Cohen went and testified himself. Everybody knows that Michael Cohen went to jail for making the payment to Stormy Daniels and lying about it. But he also went to jail for tax fraud. It wasn't just the Stormy payment. There was a lot of perjury. Michael Cohen lied under oath. So that's why they're, he's a convicted perjurer. Yeah, I think the jury knows that. But this is all so ridiculous. And if all this effort is just to say that he paid a woman to go away, I'm not about that. I don't think that that's a thing. But if there are other crimes that he committed, while he was covering up the payment that he made to Michael Cohen to reimburse Michael Cohen for the money that Michael Cohen gave to Stormy Daniels, then let's see it. Let's have it. Let's know it. Because anything that he did, that's felonious, he needs to be charged. Look, the idea that we've never, ever seen this before is ridiculous. It's a lie. We had a senator, just recently investigated for insider trading. We have so many of them. So many prosecutions of political hacks, right? Maddow last night tried to show you some of them.
It does not bend the Constitution, let alone break it, to indict criminals for crimes.
Right.
Even when the alleged criminal is someone who has been elected to a very important job. It is run-of-the-mill public corruption law enforcement in this country, and we do it all the time. And there is no reason why a former president should be magically immune from the same legal system that just in the past 3 years has put handcuffs on at least 13 state senators, 17 state representatives, 1 serving congressman, 1 former congressman, the Delaware state auditor, the North Carolina Republican Party chair, the insurance commissioner of Georgia, and too many city councilors, aldermen, county executives, and mayors to count.